Hello everyone, and now welcome to, well, it's going to be a single game I'm casting, game 1 taking place here on Amazonia, between Foggy and WarChiefRich. We see WarChiefRich spawning as the red Night Elf player on the top right hand side of the map. Meanwhile, Foggy is spawning as the blue Night Elf on the bottom left. Now, some of you guys may be wondering, why is this quote-unquote a sick cast, as I have labeled it? Well, I currently have 102 temperature right now. So for those of you guys who enjoy watching my cast, I feel the need to just constantly put stuff out there. I've been getting a little bit stir crazy, just trying to lay in bed and sleep. So I thought, you know what, why not go ahead and try and cast a game of WarCraft 3. I did, however, let it be known that I am not feeling 100%, so a little bit of grace please be extended. Let's go ahead and take a look at what WarChiefRich is doing here. WarChiefRich opening up Altar of Elders, Moonwell, Ancient of War now being placed down here. Meanwhile, Foggy pretty much doing the same exact thing. And it may be a true mirror match in every sense of the word. Demon Hunter up against Demon Hunter, and the build orders look exactly the same so far, as the Archer should be popping out of that Ancient of War in just a moment. You can see a Wisp coming in from WarChiefRich to scout out the bottom left-hand side of the map. And all that really wants to do is just keep track of his opponent and make sure that he's not doing anything too off the wall or too unorthodox. Demon Hunter is going to be popping out there in just a moment. Archer will be able to make it out first, and then we're going to see them go ahead and take down these 5-3-3 creep camps, followed by that level 3 rogue right there. All right, Lightning Shield may be cast onto that Archer in just a moment. The Ancient of War getting in position, going to eat some shields or eat some trees, and as the Wisp now using that lightning, or the Archer now using that lightning shield to get some extra damage on the Renegade Wizard and that rogue. Meanwhile, down over here, we don't see that happening. A little bit surprised by that. What's going on here, as Foggy is looking a little bit strange. There is that lightning shield now finally, but it is very, very late. Now standing next to that Renegade Wizard. WarChiefRich gonna be able to come out of the gates faster here than his opponent. The tech to tier 2 should be underway in just a moment, but we already saw a Hunter's Hall coming in from WarChiefRich, so we may have a much faster. Oh, Archer does need to back off. Nope, not gonna back off there. Renegade Wizard gonna fall. Foggy gonna pick up that Ring of Protection +2 and now finish off the remaining units here. Demon Hunter, WarChiefRich going after this Forest Troll Berserker level 4. I believe it's one that dropped Circlets of Nobility. I think that's what he's looking for right there. It is a Tome of Strength and Gauntlets of Ogre Strength +3. So that is actually 100 hit point swing. 725 compared to 620, or 725 compared to 725. Wow, both of them getting the same exact items and tomes. 25 strength total compared to 25 strength. So yes, the mirror match is still underway, as we're looking at WarChiefRich creeping out some more of those more difficult creep camps. And we see there is also a Mantle of Intelligence left behind here. All right, Mana Burn does come through. Foggy able to get some little bit of damage onto that Demon Hunter. The Demon Hunter really not caring though, as we see, what was that? It looks like there's a detonation of a Wisp there. Not quite sure why. There's a Wisp off over here hiding as well. We'll see what comes of that in just a moment, as we do have the tech to Tree of Ages. Ultra Vision now being researched to increase sight range. Meanwhile, Foggy does not have the Hunter's Hall yet. And without that Hunter's Hall, he's perhaps not going to be able to spot his opponent nearly as quickly. All right, there's the Mana Burn. Mana Burn, Demon Hunter versus Demon Hunter matchup. Both of them just does that Mana Burn action, trying to get 50 mana off of the other opponent so that they don't take some additional damage as well. So far, the Demon Hunter sitting here getting some extra kills on the poor rabbit there. Meanwhile, Demon Hunter off over here. Is it going to perhaps find it? And yes, it is going to come in and find Foggy. He's going to get caught in a very, very bad position here. Foggy really wants this Troll Berserker, and who's going to get the item? That's going to be the big question. And oh, WarChiefRich gets the item there. There is now a Shadow Meld, as the Demon Hunter trying to get and finish off this one Archer here, but it doesn't look like it will end up happening. WarChiefRich gets the item, I believe he got the experience as well, and this Demon Hunter now just running around in circles, unable to finish off that one particular Archer there. He is just in a lot of trouble. He cannot risk this. as he is now down to 48 mana. Dust of Appearance. Oh, there's a Dust of Appearance, and here we go. Are we going to try to go after it? No, we are not. The Demon Hunter running away off to the north again. That Demon Hunter very, very low. We're not going to see another mana burn. And this may actually be the tipping point in this fight. All right, Demon Hunter trying to go after this Archer. Is he going to be able to get in? No, he's really just not using his time very well at all. The past minute has been looking at this Demon Hunter who could have, or who wanted to try and take down an Archer, but simply didn't have the hit points to really risk it. All right. Ancient of Lore now being added. There's the Hunter's Hall being added in. Tree of Eternity already being researched. Archer's going to come around and get in some easy damage there. Level 2 on the Demon Hunter up against a level 3 Demon Hunter. Higher mana burn, more evasion, and things are just going to go better and better for WarChiefRich if Foggy continues to make poor decisions. Foggy now clearing out the Murloc Nightcrawler creep camp here. That Murloc Nightcrawler, as you know, attacks multiple units to spread out that poison damage. That Demon Hunter was able to heal back up just a little bit, but you see that the Demon Hunter of WarChiefRich really going after the more difficult creep camps and doing a good job of it. Renegade Wizard going to get taken down. Scourge Bone Chimes, not very useful item on the Demon Hunter right now, but it may be useful to try and offset the bears that we're going to be looking at later. Keeper of the Grove, bears, very, very common strategy in a Night Elf mirror match, as the Thorns Aura reflecting 10%, 20%, and 30% damage at every level really, really starts to take a toll. Add in the fact that you can then start healing 10% of your damage, then that even adds more. Let's go ahead and take a look. It is a Keeper of the Grove wandering in right here, and he is just holding that position, knowing that he needs to make sure that his opponent does not get inside that base. Meanwhile, Foggy's still holding on Boots of Speed. There is the Keeper of the Grove now making his way all the way over here to the top right, as the Demon Hunter is going to heal back up, dropping that Gauntlets of Overstrength +3 before making rounds once again. Let's do a quick supply check. 34 over 50 compared to 32 over 40. Both sides pretty even. Just a little bit of an experience advantage, and WarChiefRich, he must know that he has this slight advantage. He's going to continue to pressure, and he's just creeping very, very regularly without any fear, knowing that the Goblin Shredder is going to act as a very, very strong tank on that front line. Also, the Goblin Shredder does not have Vampiric Aura. That I am surprised about. I believe it was a melee attack, but perhaps only biological units can get that Vampiric Aura, and wasn't 100% sure about that, but let's go ahead and take a look. All right, Archer's coming in. Keeper of the Grove gets an Entangle down. Keeper of the Grove now trying to get away. It looks like Foggy's going to try and go after here. A lot of focus fire down. There goes another Dryad. Keeper of the Grove gets another Entangle off onto the other Keeper of the Grove. Foggy's Keeper of the Grove transfers the Scroll of Town Portal just in time, and that was obviously very, very close. Down to 5 hit points and then able to survive. All right, Keeper of the Grove now sitting at level 2. Thorn's Aura is ready to go. Goblin Shredder now heading back here as the Demon Hunter now heads off to the north. Bears for Foggy. Rejuvenation off on one of those Dryads already, and we'll see if things will continue to work this way. All right, Demon Hunter of Foggy now looking to actually get to level 3 now. Keeper of the Grove is going to get to level 2 off of this creep camp if they are not interrupted, but they are already going up against a level 4 Demon Hunter, and well, that Keeper of the Grove will not get to level 3, but the long Entangle really neutralizes much of the damage. All right, Keeper of the Grove perhaps going to pick up a Sobi Mask. Has a Sobi Mask and a Wand of Mana Stealing. How much more mana does the Keeper of the Grove really need? As, oh, there you have it, a mana burn there. All right, looks like one Hunter is going to get taken down, but no experience given. Archer now trying to fight back there, as you see the quick turnaround. However, the Bear and the Demon Hunter is not engaging against the remaining creeps there. Surprisingly, they decided to back off, and you cannot really just you cannot spend your time after your opponent uses a Scroll of Town portal to just walk all the way to the other end of the map. It is not a very good use of time. An Ancient of War now going to try and get in here. It looks like trying to clear out this creep camp, or even this creep camp would have been better if he could afford it. I'm not quite sure. Perhaps it was a judgment call, but the Scroll of Town portal did not give Foggy any bit of an advantage, even though he was relatively close to some creep camps. You can see the Keeper of the Grove and Demon Hunter still sitting at level 3, level 2. Demon Hunter and Keeper of the Grove sitting at level 4, level 2. And that Keeper of the Grove is just shy of level 3 now, as the Druid of the Claw may get another rejuvenation off on that Demon Hunter there. Alright, Keeper of the Grove going to get to level 3 off of this creep camp. Obviously here, bears do have Vampiric Aura, so it could just be what I thought. Mechanical units cannot get Vampiric Aura. As well, I guess if you technically define Vampiric Aura as draining the life energy from a unit and adding it to your own. If you do not have life energy, then you cannot really add it to your own. Coming back around here, Keeper of the Grove, pushing in from the back here, Potion of Lesser Invulnerability, Huntress Shaped, or WarChiefRich now in a little bit of trouble, as there is a lot of bears, but there's also a couple of illusionary bears as well. Mana Burn, a bear now taken down there. Alright, that Vampiric Aura may just be just enough. The Keeper of the Grove has level 1 Thorns Aura, Abolish Magic off on a lot of the Entangle, so very, very smart play coming in from Foggy here, as bear after bear after bear is getting added. Alright, another Goblin Shredder now taken down. Alright, it looks like a Scroll of Healing was used. Foggy now needs to back off with some of those units. Perhaps he's going to be able to back off here. Let's see a couple of low hit point units now try and break away. Dryads can perhaps finish off. No, cannot finish off these units. These units are simply going to be running for the hills. Bear unable to chase. Demon Hunter doesn't have Boots of Speed, so he's not going to be able to do very much there either. All right, Foggy going to end up losing a bear if he's not careful. And yes, he does, as WarChiefRich runs straight into a low hit point bear. It looks like another bear now taken down, as the Potion of Greater Healing on Foggy may be enough. All right, there's a Mana Burn. Are we going to see the Potion of Greater Healing used? I thought he would have turned around and tried to take down that Druid of the Claw. No more mana on the Keeper of the Grove, though. That would be a perfect target to try and entangle there. And with everything said and done, we are actually really close. 43 over 60 compared to 40 over 50. WarChiefRich actually losing out a bit here, as there is a free Druid of the Claw. He gets a rejuvenation there. Keeper of the Grove now needs to try and run, and wow, Foggy gave a free bear, and that was not smart at all. That one bear may be the difference between victory and defeat right now. 39 over 60 compared to 45 over 50. Yeah, that one bear really tipped things. It would have been 47 over 60 right now compared to 45 over 50. So it would have been a slight advantage for Foggy if he had just paid attention to the rally point on that bear and brought it back home. He would have been fine, but instead, he is now dealing with a possible level 5 Demon Hunter and a possible level 4 Keeper of the Grove. All right. Demon Hunter now making its way over to the left here. You can see that there is Granite Golems, Rock Golems off over there. That would have been a perfect time to try and creep them out, but these Druids of the Claw do not have that much mana. That is the problem. There's not going to be a lot of rejuvenation going on after the fight. And if you don't have rejuvenations after the fight, then you're not going to be able to recover. And both sides. Oh, what is this? It looks like one Rock Golem going to get taken down. There it goes. Nope. Demon Hunter trying to chase after it. Yes, there it goes. Level 4 now in the Demon Hunter here. Roar now coming in. Granite Golem trying to wander around here. And what are we looking at? This is going to become a potential creepjack here. WarChiefRich going to come in. However, Foggy does pick up Helm of Valor, which is going to be a very, very nice item here. All right, there's Keeper of the Grove getting the Entangle down. Rock Golem now coming in. No Scroll of Town portal, but WarChiefRich is now in a really, really bad spot. All right, let's see. Foggy now, is he going to be able to make it out? Oh, level 5 on that. WarChiefRich is going to get taken down. Oh my goodness, so close. Level down to 5 hit points. and was able to just barely stay alive as we're continuing this fight. However, there is currently no Demon Hunter in this fight for WarChiefRich. Foggy gonna be forced to pull back, and what's even worse is there is no Vampiric Aura. And continuing this fight here, Keeper of the Grove, Foggy is gonna be in a bit of trouble here. Potion of Lesser Invulnerability. Are we gonna see an entangle here? There comes the Demon Hunter at both sides fighting back in on the other side here. WarChiefRich, that one Druid of the Claw just completely neutralized out of this fight. So many extra bears, and I believe that is gonna be it. Level 4 on the Keeper of the Grove from WarChiefRich was taken down off of an entangle off the Keeper of the Grove. But let's take a look at the overall supply count. 35 over 60 compared to 47 over 50. That is not much to really worry about. Dryad now falling apart here. As you can see that the Demon Hunter trying to go after some more units. All right, Demon Hunter going after more and more units. The Keeper of the Grove may come back around. There's a mana burn onto another unit there. The Keeper of the Grove may try to back off here. There's a rejuvenation. Are we going to go back into bear form? We should be going into bear form. Don't take any damage while you're not in bear form. Poor little bear, as the bear now making its way out. All right, Keeper of the Grove pulling back here. Demon Hunter still with plenty of mana. What is this guy doing? Runs straight in. The Dryad perhaps should be able to engage, but anything else would just be a very, very horrible spot to be in. All right, Bear's now coming back in. Foggy not giving up this fight, trying to go back the other way once more. Are we going to see a mana burn? We can see mana burns perhaps onto the other Druids of the Claw. That would actually be a very, very smart call at this point if he can get another mana burn off. Oh, there's a mana burn there, so that mana burn is now gone. Staff of Preservation, oh, nope, denied, as Foggy just still outside of level 5. Demon Hunter now trying to make its way off to the north. There is 4 bears in full retreat. There is 1 Druid of the Claw in Druid form. I believe a rejuvenation is in order, and there it is. Dryad now looking to back off here. There's the Abolished Magic. Keeper of the Grove now coming in from the back. There is another Entangle taking down a bear there, but the fight is still raging on. All right, another low hit point bear now trying to make its way all the way to the back. Staff of Preservation saves another low hit point bear. Are we going to get a mana burn? No mana burn there, as the bear able to escape. Are we going to see another Staff of Preservation? Druid of the Claw are all right there. There's the Roar, and there is a rejuvenation. That Demon Hunter down to 96 hit points, down to 113. Will it be able to survive? Continuing this fight, and wow, this fight is just not ending at all, as the Demon Hunter still sitting at level 4, down to 400 hit points. We could be seeing another rejuvenation here. Keeper of the Grove, what was it doing? Ran straight into another Keeper of the Grove's entangle, and that is pretty much going to be it. The superior items of WarChiefRich really tipping things in favor of him over Foggy. The micro of Foggy, very admirable, but not going to be enough to hold this off. Another bear gets taken down, and I believe this is the end. The Demon Hunter is going to be able to just lead the charge with 6 bears in tow and clearing up this Ancient of War, who is just a bit too far. Supply count is 47 over 60 compared to 59 over 60 now. WarChiefRich feeling confident enough to go into low upkeep to try and seal the deal, and that's exactly what we're looking at now. Bear taking a bit of damage. There's the Abolished Magic. Bear now trying to fight back here. There's Roar on both sides. Demon Hunter up in the front. He does have a potion of greater healing, and he does use it in time, but I believe that is going to be the end. Demon Hunter does have a potion of normal healing now, but he's not going to be able to make it out. And there, oh, he gets taken down, and that will be it, with no heroes and the Keeper of the Grove making, still getting resurrected. That is going to be it. Thanks for watching. Thanks for listening. Hope you guys enjoyed my quote-unquote sick cast. Hope to see you guys on BattleNet.